great analogy that I heard was like your mind is like a hand just slapping you around. Like imagine if you took your own hand and was just slapping yourself all the time. You know, that's how people operate in life with their minds. It's like they're just like you know, you're like, stop. Why are you hurting yourself? Why are you slapping yourself? And it's like, I can't. That's how people are with their mind. And you got to understand how crazy that would look to just be slapping yourself, where you're like, what's going on? You know what I mean? That's what's going on. And you have to begin to have your mind understand, right, that you don't run the show. You see, one of the first things that's most important, one of the things that changed my entire life was when I read the book The Untethered Soul, and I realized in one of the patches they wrote was to, you know, you want to sit atop like a yogi on the top of a mountain looking down on all the problems and all the issues. And what that did for me, that blew my mind, was it was the first time I ever created separation from myself and the problems. You know what I mean? I finally created that gap, because before then I was down there in the dump with all of the problems, all of the issues, and it's overwhelming. You know, you're amok all of these different worries and concerns, and you build anxiousness, and you end up in a scenario where you feel as though, you know, things are overwhelming. And so when you create that separation, you go, this is me and those things are over there. And now we have that distance. And now that we have that distance, I could observe it and watch as things move and resolve themselves. Because the reality is things always resolve themselves. And the reason why things always resolve themselves is because life operates in a sequence of patterns and symmetry. And so we're bound by universal laws that essentially create perfection amidst imperfection. If you look at everything on this planet, from the sun to the moon at night, you see the perfect geometrical shapes. You see how sound creates perfect vibrations. You see how we're perfect vibrations. I mean, one of the things that blew my mind on my spiritual journey was when I really understood duality, and understanding that, oh, wait, I got two eyes, I got two nostrils, I got two lips, two teeth. You know, your teeth, there's two of those, right? You know, the beauty of your eyes, and that the fact that your eyes have that deep dark in the middle, and then that white, that contrast that naturally exists in your eyes is remarkable. Two arms, two legs. I mean, it's really amazing. Everything is meant to pair with one another. And so you have to realize life operates the same way, but you got to look at it from a mental perspective, because what you'll find is that your mind is going to match your outer reality. You know what I mean? And it's going to happen on a different frequency, because, you know, there are two different frequencies. Whatever you're thinking in your mind and physical reality is just denser and it's shared.